What is up, everybody? Welcome into Driving the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you this afternoon. It is so good to see everybody. Scotty said hit the like button. Yeah, that would help. Definitely. Scotty, good to see you, man. Big Bruce, what's up, baby? Good to see you. So good to see you. Slick Rick, good to see you, my boy. Matty boy, slam today. No chance I'm in here for the show today. Here in spirit, like Smash Show, playing on mute for the algo. Let's have a day. I appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate it, D. Big Tony saying good afternoon, crew. Hit the kazoo. Definitely. Hey, so good to see everybody. Brother, hey, Alonzo, so good to see you, man. Nope, I haven't done it yet. Justin AB, the go. That's you, big dog. All right, so let's jump into it. I've got an interesting idea for today. So here's what we had from yesterday. All right, 1-1. Our man Tumani came through for us, hit 4 threes last night. We got there. Austin Reeves did not get there. 1 for 3. But we take it. It is what it is. 1-1 in the NBA on that night. We'll take it. Tina said, good afternoon, AB. Good afternoon, Tina. So good to see you. Bo said Hard Rock has next to no college baseball games still. Being in Florida is a killer for betting college baseball. Hey, Bo, Tony deals with the exact same thing, man. It's tough. The state of Florida, it's difficult. I know. I hate that it's that way for you guys. It's tough. All right, so let's jump into it. So, okay, here's what I thought we would do. Number one, we do have a basketball play. Okay. Aubie said about to head to the Plains for opening day. I love it down in Auburn. I love to see it. Hey, and I gave you the nod too. Did you see the show graphic? Yeah. Boogie said Wake Forest already on the ban list. They're close. Jeff, afternoon, AB and crew. Good afternoon, big dog. Whale, good afternoon, crew. These small things are great love. I love that you say that. And Whale, so good to see you. All right, so let's start here. College basketball. One play, Michigan State -1.5 against Wisconsin. There's not a ton of college basketball tonight in terms of ranked games. I think there's 3 or 4. They're not bad. Are you going to go with Miami of Ohio? Who's feeling Miami of Ohio? They're at 24-0. They're -9.5 tonight. But I'm going to roll with Michigan State here. -1.5 college basketball against Wisconsin on the road. I'm feeling it. Lambo, late to the party. Been meetings all week. Happy Friday. I'm glad to make it to the live show. Lambo, it's so good to see you, big dog. Gus said, hey, baseball when it's still snowing in New York messes with my brain. I know. It really does. And like, it's not rated here. I'm in Tennessee, but I get exactly what you're saying. You're looking around like, what? Baseball? All right. So that's college basketball. Now, college baseball, I'm not adding anything further. I think we're in a good spot of what I have. That being said, I'll go over these in 1 minute. Okay. That being said, what I wanted to do was just open this thing up. I know that there was a rush and a flurry this morning. I'm still feeling amped up, right? And we've only had like 3 or 4 games start. So what I wanted to do was just take a step back. Let's take a look. I've got all the data. I have all the odds, all of it. Let's take a step back. Let's walk through what we like. If you have any games you want to bring up, drop it in the chat. If you have any teams you want to bring up, drop it in the chat. If you're new to betting college baseball and you're looking at saying, AB, this is kind of confusing, it's a little bit different, I bring that up. Seriously, because I promise you, if you're thinking it, we've all asked it too. All right. And it's probably a good question. So it's a good time to kind of do all that. You know what I mean? And I say that positively. Like, there's a lot of refreshers that I need as well. It's been a year since we've bet this. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to do. And again, feel free to bring up any game, any team that you want to. We'll walk through it and talk about it. Okay. But I wanted to definitely like bring a moment to just slow it down, because it could get like, just a lot going on, because there's a lot of games and a lot of teams, and it's a little bit different of a sport. So yeah, we'll pop this thing open. Any question, and I promise you again, there are no questions. I'm laughing at Trent. There are no questions that are dumb, that are stupid, that are simple. Trust me, ask them. I've asked it. If you're thinking it, I promise you, I've probably asked it too. All right. So Big Trent. Blue Mountain State money line. You're funny. It's good to see you, Trent. All right, so let's walk through the picks. We'll go. Or go through it. UC Santa Barbara, Southern Miss, over 10, minus 115. UAB, Florida, over 12, minus 115. North Carolina money line, Vanderbilt money line, plus 125. Florida money line, Southern Miss money line, minus 115. Arizona money line, UCLA money line, minus 105. Arkansas money line, Oregon State money line, minus 110. Okay. So that's what I'm on here. Let me pull this up. Get the banner. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. We got it all set up. Now, like I said, feel free to bring up any games, any picks, any teams that you like, that you see, and we're going to walk through it. I just wanted to slow it down. You know what I mean? Because I know I was hyped up this morning, and yeah, it's easy to get excited. I'm so glad it's here. Tony, I'm looking at Florida minus 2.5 and Arizona at plus 165. I like it. All right, so I'll tell you what. We'll just kind of walk through. Well, real quick. Wanted to do this too. Okay. So if you're looking at saying, AB, I need to know the place to go, like to track, to find data, stats, information, all that, d1baseball.com. Okay. Absolutely love them. They're great people over there. Kendall Rogers and his team, they have so much talent over there. All right. Great website. There are others. I'm certainly not downing anyone else. We just use d1baseball.com here, and we like them. Now, so if you're looking to track scores, it can be tough. Tough to find them. ESPN, not always on their game. Sportsbooks, sportsbooks are pretty good. All things considered here. But again, d1baseball.com. You can track scores there. So if you go click scores, you'll see what you're seeing right here. It'll bring up a live scoreboard. Now, what I want to bring up with this. So take a look at that Michigan State Louisville game. Okay. You see Louisville's up 1-0, top of the third. Now look above Michigan State's score, the 0. Okay. Do you see that live stats green link? Click that. Okay. Because it doesn't always auto refresh right up to the current pitch. So when you click live stats, it will bring you to a secondary page where you can literally live track the game. Now, if you're looking to watch these games, ESPN Plus, generally the way to go. Okay. Again, check local listings, times, all that. But yeah, if you're looking to track scores, the best place, literally, and they're not paying me to do this. They're just, we trust them. We've used them for years and years, and really good team over there. So anyway, so you click scores, it'll bring you to this page. Click live stats above the score, and it'll bring you here. So this is the time of year where you might have 91 tabs open on your phone, computer, laptop, whatever, but embrace it. It's fun. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Okay. So, all right, let's jump into it. So here's what all right, so picks are at the bottom. Grab those anytime. And Michigan State and basketball minus 1.5. So Michigan State, Louisville, that started. Wright State, Georgia, that started. Vanderbilt, TCU's up next. We've talked about it. On Vanderbilt here, on the road. They're going to get down. Indiana, North Carolina, and I've got all the odds too. Bring those up. Just kind of going through what we have. Indiana, North Carolina, Kentucky, UNC Greensboro, Bowling Green, Georgia Tech, Michigan, Oregon State, Army, and Clemson. These are all 4 p.m. Eastern. Fairfield, Coastal Carolina, Nichols in Tennessee. I saw Bobby talking about it in the chat. Yeah. Hour and a half till our Vols play. Let's go, baby. Yes. Live from newly renovated Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Still some work going on. UC Santa Barbara, Southern Miss, 5 p.m. Eastern. Hofstra, Mississippi State. James Madison, Florida State. UAB, Florida. Tennessee Tech, Texas A&M. Look out for Tennessee Tech now. Youngstown State and Auburn. Aubie's going to be at that one. Lehigh and Miami. UC Davis in Texas. UC San Diego, UCLA. Arkansas, Oklahoma State. That is in Arlington, Texas, where the Rangers play. Stanford in Arizona. From lovely Surprise, Arizona. Okay. So I'll stop there. Jinxie, this will be the last day getting early line. Gus, maybe they should pay you. Hey, right? Let's go. Japan, Arizona, college basketball minus 9.5. All right. Let's go, baby. Okay. So I will pause it right there. We just went over the top 25. Now, I have every odd that's available. I thought that I would just kind of walk through, talk some of these games, some of these teams, and we can go from there. Again, nothing super new from what we had this morning, just because it's such an onslaught with the beginning of a season and all that, and it's a long weekend. So I didn't want to just, completely blast everybody with just going way over the top, but we could definitely do that. You just let me know in the chat. So Wright State, Georgia, Iowa, Kansas State. Kansas State, 1.5 run of favorites. 13 is your total, minus 160. You remember Iowa last year was doing some things there for a bit. They were a fun team. They were scoring runs, man. Tizzle said, trust me, we all have a ton of plays. And what's another, right? Cosmic, hey, B, only bet college baseball a couple times to bad results. Can you help a guy out? I got you, buddy. I'll got you at my best. But no, you got a good crew here. Right? Like, everybody's solid. Alonzo, don't forget under on Vanderbilt, right? Bibbo. Afternoon detail. Afternoon, my friend. So good to see you. Tizzle, Kansas scores a ton of runs today. Yeah, I'm excited to see them. Great jerseys, too. Well, Nebraska-UConn game will be great. Yes, it will. Man, UConn had some pitching going last year, right? All right, Kentucky, UNC Greensboro. Kentucky, 2.5 run favorites. Total 11.5. That's a low total, all things considered. Now, they're definitely counting on some pitching here. Texas Tech getting whooped. I see it starting early. Oh, man. The sweating in this sport is so different than any other sport in terms of betting. Charlie, Wright State on the run line. Is there a live score? I don't have it in front of me. If you think Wright State on the run line, that means you think they're going to score a bunch of runs, because Georgia's going to score some runs. And about AB, how you feel about West Virginia? High in their coaching staff and offense, just waiting to see if they nail the portal with the pitchers again. Exactly that. I love everything that West Virginia has here, and they were a fun team that we bet on last year. A lot of runs, a lot of overs. Them, Ohio State as well. Now, West Virginia's a better team than the Buckeyes, but that wasn't the point. I think you just nailed it right there. Are they going to have the pitching? Because hitting is like betting. It's up and down, right? Like, it's hard to count on hitting every day. You're just going to have days. But if they can get the pitching to hold in, yeah, teams can put up 10 runs in the last 2 innings. Yeah. Yeah. The over is never dead in this sport. Yeah. 11 and a half is fascinating. I was going to say I think Kentucky comes out smashing, but we thought that the last month of the season last year, and that hurt us. Army and Clemson, it's still Clemson minus 4.5, total of 12. It's now it was minus 800 this morning. Now it's minus 920. So a lot of parlays with Clemson. Keep an eye there. A lot of parlays very dependent on Clemson. Indiana and North Carolina. Well, had under 12.5 in the Oklahoma Tech game, and OU puts up 5 in the ninth. Oof, that's brutal, man. Great start. Oh, my goodness. There's no sport like it. All right, so we're on North Carolina here. They're minus 2.5 on the run line, and that's at minus 135. Over under 11.5, minus 330. So the books are definitely banking on North Carolina having somewhat of a dominant outing from their pitching staff, whatever that may look like. I don't know what to expect out of Indiana. They're a wild card. They're a question mark to me right now. Michigan, Oregon State. Man, Michigan is a dangerous early season team. There's talent. Oregon State is also, that's the problem. Oregon State also is a team that starts well. They always do. I bet this is a pretty decent game, all things considered. AB, did you see our new home alternates? No, I haven't. They look good. What do they look like? Yeah, watch out. Michigan was dangerous last year. Now it's a different season, but Michigan was dangerous to start the season last year. It's a Yankees pin. Oh my goodness! Look, I love the pinstripe that you guys have been wearing. Auburn colors are great for pinstripes. Yeah, I bet that looks sharp. Vanderbilt, TCU, Alonzo, right? Under's now got. Look, it's now gone to 9.5. It's dropped. Yeah. The interesting thing here is that you're going to get young guys throwing. There reaches a point where this total is absolutely playable. Now, again, I don't want to act like these two teams can't hit because we know they can. They can get on base. They can steal bases. Vanderbilt was the best base stealing team in the country last year, one of them. TCU's right there too. If you're looking to watch a baseball, like if forget betting, like if you're just looking to watch a baseball game today that feels like you're watching Major League Baseball, it's this. Tizzle 6-4 kind of game. I completely agree. Yeah, like man, this is gonna be a fun game. Yeah, Alonzo gonna be lower than 9.5, maybe, or 11.5. I'm sorry. Xavier, East Carolina. All right, so I need to know more. I mean, we all need to know more about these teams. We haven't seen anyone play, right? But East Carolina. AB, did you have any other leans on the night afternoon games? Yep. We'll as we get there, yeah, we'll talk about it. Here's the problem. I don't know what to expect from Xavier here. Alonzo, I see a 62 in the Vanderbilt game. Yeah, it feels like that, right? It feels like a Cardinals-Cubs game. Like, not saying that it's, not a fun baseball game. I can't wait to watch it. It it's a Major League Baseball game. These are two professional baseball teams. All right, so yeah, I don't know what to expect from Xavier Lambeau. ECU going to roll. I agree, right? And that total is not bad. I don't know what to expect from Xavier. But here's another thing, and we'll look at this like as we go along. And yeah, we'll also have our weekly college baseball show. We'll need to do that on Tuesday nights because the schedule goes, play on Wednesday or play on Tuesday, play on Wednesday, one of those days, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, I'm with you guys in that ECU's they're a legit team. They've got some nasty pitching. That's what worries me on the total. East Carolina, probably a good money line dance partner or a parlay dance partner. Yeah. NC State, Washington. Okay, so NC State is kind of in the same somewhat category East Carolina is in the terms of they've got a ton of talent and they're ready to show some arms off. These boys can throw. Sorry. I talk in my head. I talk to myself in my head. What do you think of this total? 11.5. It scares me playing the over, but yeah, I might stay away from that total. NC State, good money line parlay dance partner. Maryland, UNC Wilmington. Right. Expect ETSU baseball to put up offense again this year. May not win as many games as not sure about pitching, but returned about half their lineup that was very productive last year. Great look. Appreciate that big time. And yeah, ETSU, shoot, they were top 5 home runs last year. Hitting them. Alonzo, no much runs today. Feel it. Yeah, they runs could be tough. Tony, AB, do you think starting pitchers will be limited today? Yes. Yeah. Most of them will be. Now, some managers will let them go. Not 9 innings, not 7 innings, right? But some will start looking after the 3rd, 4th, 5th. 5th inning is generally, in standard middle of the regular season. That's when we start looking to it. But it's all going to be about pitch counts, right? So keep an eye, 1st inning, 2nd inning. If you've got a pitcher that's up there kind of dominating a little bit and getting out of innings quickly at low pitch counts per inning, they can hang around a little bit because essentially it's a good long toss. It's a good work. Well, it's more than long toss, but it's a good workout, right? So yeah, that 1st inning, 2nd inning pitch counts really big. Well, Georgia lineup this weekend is going to be different every game. Keep that in mind if betting those games. And Wright State is no slouch. Yep, agreed. The first weekend, the first month, really, like any sport, Yeah, it's a lot of learning, but that's what makes it fun. I don't have anything on the Maryland game here. Nevada and Ole Miss. Look at that total. I don't mind runs here. Ole Miss, not what they once have been. But again, that's on paper. Ole Miss is going to have talent. You know it. I think you're going to see some runs here. UC Santa Barbara, Southern Miss. Total's gone from 10 down to 9.5. And I get why. 2 good baseball teams, 2 teams led by pitching staffs. Scotty said Hawaii winning tonight against Gonzaga. I want in on that game. That's one of them. Aubie said also leaning over in the Georgia Tech game at 13.5. Georgia Tech can hit. Georgia Tech is a lot like Vanderbilt, except a little more on the run production side. Yeah, weather nice down here in Atlanta. Yeah, the weather in the Southeast is solid. Like I'm in Nashville, it's 55. It's not super warm, but sun's out. Yeah, so Santa Barbara, Southern Miss. I'm playing the over just because I think you're going to get two pretty evenly matched teams. We've got it at 10. Again, it's at 9.5. Also have Southern Miss on the money line here. I do think that Southern Miss is the better team and is set themselves up to have a really nice year. Tony, rain might affect the Daytona 500. Man, I feel like it does every year. Daytona and the Masters. There's always rain, you know. Alonzo, over. Yes. Cincinnati, Jacksonville State. I don't have anything there. Purdue and Portland. Don't have anything there. Hey, if you guys have info on these teams, some of the non-top 25 games, please drop it in. We could talk about it, but I certainly don't want to be that person that's just up here just BSing you, you know? Like I'm breaking down Portland's Sunday rotation scheme. I don't know that. Tizzle made a parlay with Whale, Charlotte, Kentucky, UCLA, Ole Miss, and Hawaii money lines plus 361. I'm in for that. Let me start that. I'm definitely in for that. All right. Beautiful, man. Appreciate y'all. Right. Sun's out. Radar guns out. Let's go. Lonzo, it's hard to keep up with those teams. Yeah, man. There's just so many teams, you know. Creighton, St. Mary's. Creighton. I'll tell you this. You want to look at some of the best uniforms in baseball? Go look at Creighton's. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful. Good baseball team, too. And they play in Omaha, so big park. That game's not there, but just saying. Troy Mercer, don't have anything. UAB, Florida. So we're on Florida money line. We're also on the over 12. This total hasn't moved. This is the year for Florida to break out of this funk. They've been in it the last couple years. Even with our man, Big Jack Caglione. Oh, that was fun. But I know that there's been situation going on with the manager and his family and just craziness, man. Craziness. Florida, I think this team, and I know that it changes a lot every year, but I think that the attitude of this baseball team is that they're tired of it. They're tired of not living up to the potential, tired of not being in the mix, the conversation. Yeah. Yeah, Florida always starts hard, but a lot of drama. Yep. And sometimes in sports, it reaches a point where, or in life, where you've just had it with the drama. You're so over it. You're so done. And I have to think that's where this program is. Of saying, man, just forget everything. Like, let's just go win again. We're Florida. And then saying that sentence rightfully so. It's Florida baseball. So I want to see it, man. I want to see them boys come out and hit. Because that's really what it's been. Now, don't be wrong. They've had their issues with the pitching staffs. Consistency and all that. But they've had the talent. They've had starters. They've had closers. Right? even in tough times, they recruit very well because it's freaking Florida, you know? So I want to see these boys come out and hit, man. Just come out and mash unit, dude. Right. Creighton in North Carolina, pretty elite. Oh, yeah, very much so. Yeah. Creighton in North Carolina, elite on the uniform game. No doubt. No doubt. Auburns are there, man. Auburns are so nice. West Virginia, Georgia Southern. All right. So we were talking about West Virginia. And boys can hit. They're 1.5 run favorites on the road, minus 130. Mind you, that's about to go to 2.5. 12.5 over under. Alonzo. That's one of the funniest sentences I've ever read. The talent is there, management living Mexican novels. I swear that's one of the funniest. Dude, accurate. That is so unbelievably accurate. Yes. That was good, man. Look, West Virginia can go, but here's the tough part with these Georgia Southern, UAB, South Georgia, South Alabama. Here's the tough part with some of these teams. And I can tell you from firsthand experience that there is so much regional talent in baseball. Do not sleep on some of these teams, man. There are, I played in these AAU tournaments in Georgia and Alabama. Like, there are so many D1 players that don't all go to Florida. Whale said personal bias, but Southern. Has spoken honestly from a former player himself. Not of that school, I'm just saying. Yeah. Do not sleep on these schools because baseball talent is baseball talent. And there are guys pumping in 90s, right? That are like, I'd love to go to Georgia Southern. You know what I mean? Yeah. So be careful with some of these guys. But again, this could be a hype game here. We could get some runs, man. It's nice down in Atlanta, dude. All right. 12.5. There we go. Notre Dame, Florida Atlantic. 12.5. You're going to see that standard fare. TJ. What up, crew? We talking baseball. My boy. We were wondering where you were. Can't wait to have you back, big dog. Yeah, Southern home games are packed too. Yep. They pack in about 5,000 to 6,000. Yeah, man. He knows. Yeah. Notre Dame, FAU. I don't have anything here. I'm fascinated to see what Notre Dame baseball looks like this year. Fascinated to see what the Owls look like this year. Minnesota Stetson, nothing for me. Illinois, South Florida, nothing for me here. Stetson made dog walk Minnesota today as an example of a smaller school in baseball versus a Power 5. Yep. Man, remember Minnesota last year to start the season? They were putting up big runs too. Minnesota was a hot bet there for like the first month. Let's keep an eye on them. I'm fascinated to see if they could do that again. Not that, come out like going to whack Stetson. I mean, it could. But that 11.5 is doable. Kansas and UT Rio Grande Valley. Kansas, 1.5 on the run line. Over under of 12. Minus 175 on the money line. Tizzle, I really like this Kansas over. Yeah. We bet Rio Grande Valley multiple times last year. It's at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, Abby. Well, one of my teammates dressed as Batman for Halloween, and Southern had a full row of guys in the same costume for all 3 games of the series. That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, hey, Tizzle, I like the over in this one too. Let me start that. Boston College, Seton Hall. I don't have much on them. Need to find out more. USC, Upstate South Alabama. I don't know much about USC Upstate here, but South Alabama, don't sleep on them. UC San Diego, UCLA. All right, number 1 team in the country. Who wants some of the big bad Bruins, baby? We looking at runs here. UCLA minus 4.5 on the run line. Total of 12.5. UCLA minus 500. Anybody have UCLA in a parlay? Hey, I'll ride the over with you right now. Do we want? I'll play it with you, Tiz. I'll play it with you right now. All right, I'm in. All right, UC San Diego, UCLA. All right, I'm in. Let's go. Alonzo, I'm in. Let's go, baby. Tizzle. San Diego has 4 preseason Big West guys they can hit. Let's go. I'm in. Over 12.5. Lock it in. Let's go. All right, Arkansas, Oklahoma State. So we've talked about this. We're on Arkansas here. Does Arkansas come out and just mash? Now, Oklahoma State, what does their pitching look like? Because remember last year, Oklahoma State was all right until it got about the 6th, 7th inning. The problem is that Arkansas is so determined to win 6-3 ball games. Not that they can't put up 1,000 runs at any moment. But remember that it's in their DNA. Like Arkansas is a Major League Baseball team. Get on base, move guys over, get guys second and third with 1 out, try to manufacture, go from there. I mean, don't get me wrong, and boys can absolutely mash with anybody. But they are definitely a Major League Baseball team of talent and mindset. They go out to dominate you, eliminate you from the game, and end it. So I say all that to say, first game, first weekend, sometimes you come out and just mash. We'll see. I can't wait to watch it. Stanford, Arizona. Can't wait to watch this. Yeah, if you have ESPN Plus, barely. Hey, good to see you. Go Tigers. There we go. Hey, and you bring up a good point, too, in the fact that betting college baseball, remember, we don't get every game. Right? So check your books where you can. Do what you can. But, yeah, if you're looking at it saying, hey, why are we not talking about LSU game? I don't have odds. Same thing with Tennessee. I can't ever get them either. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And Arkansas will be that team too. Getting Arkansas, I mean, I know, minus 2.5. Oklahoma State's a good baseball team, but you're going to see Arkansas. There's going to be 6.5s here once they play some lower ranked teams. Stanford, Arizona. God, Stanford's so dangerous, aren't they? Like Tizzle said, heavy on Arizona. Alonzo, Arizona minus 1.5. I'm right there with you. Completely agree. But God, Stanford feels like Duke. They can come up and just steal one. Here's the thing, though. Stanford's going to have to score runs. They're going to have to. One thing to pay attention to, and real quick, again, let me figure out the time. Each week, it's probably going to be Tuesday at like 7 p.m. Eastern, something like that. But we'll go through all of our data that we did last year, all of that, right? Like we'll do our homework every week, going over. It's just the first week, and it didn't want to. We don't have any data, you know what I mean? So, yeah, a lot of us say can't trust Stanford. That's the hard part, is that can't trust goes both ways. That said, though, like I'm not fading on support of Arizona. I'm definitely with the Wildcats here. I mean, you could see it right there. We've got them paired with UCLA, right? So I'm with Arizona. And Arizona generally is a good early season baseball team. It's in Surprise. This should be a home game. Like, Aubie. Also, AB, this is the time of year I like to play the college basketball and baseball money line parlays. Yes. Cross-sport parlays. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so on Arizona here, Nebraska and UConn. We were talking about this in the chat. Nebraska is the favorite. Sorry, I couldn't read for a second. Nebraska, 1.5 run favorites here, to a total of 12.5. This is a low-key, really good game, too. Is anybody playing the under? Does this feel like an under? UConn had elite pitching last year, and not that Nebraska didn't. UConn was disgusting in stretches last year. Northeastern Grand Canyon. Is anybody riding this over? Northeastern had good pitching too. Northeastern's the favorite. Total 12.5. Northeastern minus 166 on the money line. Rye, Stanford, Duke. Let's say A&M will be the first 3 teams to not trust to start the year, right? Yeah. Barely said, I'm not here for LSU. I'm here for you. Place to be for college baseball. Let's go. Barely. It's so good to see you. Yeah. So, all right. Northeastern great. I don't have a good read on this game, but these are we bet on these teams a lot. These are 2 good under the radar. Well, they were last year. We'll see what they are this year. Tulane, LMU. Pretty even matchup. The Fighting John Bowman's Tulane minus 1.5 on the run line, even money. They're minus 145 on the money line. Total of 13.5. I need to see more from Tulane. More. I need to see Tulane first. I need to see him because I want to play this over badly. But I have to temper myself. I have to temper it on Tulane, but also great uniforms. Austin Peay, UNLV, Haas. There might be 25 runs in this game. Austin Peay can hit home runs with anybody, anytime, anywhere. And UNLV is not scared to get down either. I kind of wanted to play this over, but I'm not going to put a 14.5 on anybody just yet. I want to, though. I want to. Utah, Fresno State. I don't have much info here. If anybody has a good read on Utah baseball so far, in terms of what their offseason. Fresno State as well. Would love to know. Cal Baptist, Cal State Fullerton. So Greg is on Cal State Fullerton minus 1.5 plus 105. Total 11.5. Tizzle, we like the over here. What are we thinking? Man, the tough part with these West Coast teams are exact like what I was saying about like Georgia Southern type. Like you get this, but on a little bit of steroids too. Some of these West Coast teams are so good. Cal State Fullerton, I mean, remember they're running the 90. Who was it? Mark Kotze? And keep going. Yeah, I like the over in this game as well. I think you're gonna have some dudes that can just get up and hit. Yeah. Cal Baptist is a good baseball team. Exactly. Like I think you've got two good baseball teams that can get up and just hit the ball. You know, that's another thing too, right? And not speaking about, well, I mean, we're all looking at things from, a betting perspective, but just from baseball perspective, man, it's the first game. A little nervous. Friends are there, family's there. You know what I mean? Fans are there. Dude. You just want to get up and mash. Did anybody else play games like, hey, who's hitting a home run first game? Who set the tone first game? Everybody's trying to hit a bomb. Everybody. All right. Yeah, they are a good team. Well, Big West going to be so good this year. Yes, they are. Austin, UCLA, Arkansas, Arizona. Thoughts? Anyone hate it? I don't. I'm on all three of those teams. I am right there with you, big boy. Right there with you. And then to end it tonight, the next one. Does anyone want to get on the over here? Because I'm down to ride this over. Tiz, what do we think? Whale, Aubie, Alonzo, what are we thinking? They are. It's the same mindset in football. Us degenerates that are like, man, I need something to bet. This game's coming on at 11:30 Eastern. Yeah, I'm in for anything. I'm in too. All right, do we want to ride the over? Over 11.5? Let's go. All right, we're in. Tizzle, place could be a launching pad. We're in. Let's go. And Gonzaga runs count too, baby. Yeah. Austin, got to bet Hawaii day one. I'm in. I'm in too. Let's go. All right. Okay, so the UCLA over 12.5 is what you were talking about that game earlier. And then Gonzaga, Hawaii over 11.5. Perfect, my boy. Well said. Over. All right. Let's go. I'll be easy to bet Hawaii games. Either wake up a winner or a loser. Too tired to sweat it out, right? Perfect. I think, yep, that's it. Okay. All right. So let me pull the banner down. Pull this down. Let me pull the picks back up here. So I hope that this helped. And again, I know it's chaotic on the first day, the first weekend. That's going to happen with any sport. Don't worry about it. Also, first weekend, you're going to see games and crazy results. Don't worry about it. It's a crazy sport. Have fun. All right. We're going to have a blast with it. And we'll be live every morning. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, to talk about all these games, all the new matchups, series that are continuing. We have double headers that are going on tomorrow. We have double headers that are going on today. Trust me, we'll be here 10 a.m. every Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central every single morning to do exactly this. Now, I won't make you go through an hour of it every single time, but what I want to bring up, though, is that everyone's going to have questions, myself included. Bring them up. I promise you, if you're brand new, ask every single question because we've all done it, and you will have 100 people right there willing to help you. You know what I mean? Because we are all better together. All of us are better together, and that's exactly what we want to do, and have fun doing it too. You know what I mean? Right, Hawaii Insomniac Stream Team. Yeah, it is. Shout out to Dave Attell. Did anybody watch Insomniac with Dave Attell way back in the day? It's always nice to talk it through. We have a chance. Completely agreed. Yeah, don't always get that way. The books drop lines. Agreed. So the more that we could do it, absolutely, man. TJ, cheers, crew and AB. Thanks for all your hard work, bro. Can't wait for another great ball season. Buddy, can't wait either, man. Ready for you, big dog. I know you had surgery. All right. Rehab, all that. TJ did his off-season work, baby. Proud of him. Aubie, Tony Pants, usually same day as well. Exodus at Bitcoin. There we go. Books are going to watch the show. And let me say, all the sports books, man, it's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. All right, we're going to have fun. There'll be times where we'll be combative. It's okay. It's all love. Like I said, I got all my picks at DraftKings. I'll be the first one to tell you, shout out to DraftKings. Shout out to people that work at DraftKings. They work their butts off and get these lines up early. It's not easy to do. I get it. It's not easy to do in a sport like baseball, so especially college baseball. So shout out to them for sure. And not just DraftKings, all the sports books that are out there. We appreciate it for sure. It's a tough sport. So we definitely appreciate y'all putting your necks out there too, because they got to set the lines. Junkie, we are family. Yep, we definitely are, man. Aubie, let's get it. Let's get it indeed. Chisel, let's crush day one. Let's definitely crush it. All right, let me read the picks one more time, and we'll bounce out of here. It's Friday. I know y'all want to get home. So here we go. All right, UC Santa Barbara, Southern Miss over 10, minus 115. UAB, Florida over 12, minus 115. North Carolina money line, Vanderbilt money line, plus 125. Florida money line, Southern Miss money line, minus 115. Arizona money line, UCLA money line, minus 105. Arkansas money line, Oregon State money line, minus 110. All right, now, like I said, we'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Sorry, it's going all over the place. All right, 10 a.m. Eastern. But and Aubie said, great show, man. Hey, great show by all of you, the crew, all of us together. It really is all of us. I appreciate how engaged you all are and bringing it in the chat. Hey, it helps. Like, it's all of us together for sure. And y'all know so much stuff. You know what I mean? Like, all of us, we all have our information and we bring it all together. It's great. Yeah, I was going to say, so keep an eye on these games in terms of money lines, in terms of run totals, right? The question that I'm asking is, are totals going to be something that we can count on this weekend, this coming week, next weekend, etc.? Don't know. It's always a big question at the beginning of the year because you're either going to get games that, are 14-10 or 5-3. So keep an eye on that today. And again, not that today is the end all be all, the final answer. We play 3 games every weekend for a reason, right? And 1 midday during the week. So if anybody's kind of getting themselves acclimated to college baseball, the season is essentially you're going to have game on Wednesday night. And you're going to play on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's kind of the schedule. So keep an eye here early. Run totals, what we get. Pitching's dominating, hitting's dominating. What stolen bases, what home runs look like, that kind of thing. So anyways, man, we're here. It's so good. And I'm just so thankful for all of you. So it's going to be a fantastic season. Can't wait to do it together. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Get home safe. Get home to your family, friends, or by yourself. However you get down, watch some baseball, get your bets in. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Until then, best of luck. Cash these tickets. See you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!